Yet to lose to the Spaniards. Last met in London in 2008. England winning on that occasion by 29 points to 7. Let's have a look at the team sheets. A total respect from Ben Ryan, and the thing that I like what he's done here is he's built a lot of experience with new guys. Don Burrell comes in, but the two Dans are the ones to watch out for. Norton and Caprice have scored 67 tries amongst the 16 tournaments that they've both been at. And of course, let's not forget the top point scorer on the ITM is Ben Gollings, playing in tournament number 70. Well, Ignacio Martin is the bright light for the Spaniards. They lost earlier to Wales, but what a battle it was, 5 points to 7. Martin scoring his 13th try in his career, and a late change for them as well in Juan Cano, number 8, replacing very late in the piece, number 7, Pedro Martin. So it'll be interesting to see whether Martin actually does make an appearance in this match, whether it was a substitute for injury or tactics. And much better conditions now than what we faced when we first started broadcasting earlier today. This is match 11 of 24, and look at the different styles of the teams. Man in charge, David Keane from Ireland, one of the best going around. Real good feel for the game, has got a great appreciation for it. And also refed his 100th game, I think it was in London last week.
Another IRB Sevens junkie.
Well, Spaniards kicking off in this game. First possession to England. Burrell, Gollings. This is one of the Dans that I was speaking about. This is Norton. Lovely pace, 45 tries in the 16 tournaments he's been part of. This is better from England, moving it one side, then the other. Here's the other Dan. It's the Dan shows. This is Caprice. Good tackle coming in from Ferjo, number 4 for Spain. They certainly won't die wandering, the Spanish. Really pushed Wales earlier today, losing just by 2 points in that game. This is Rodwell. He's easy to spot. Big redhead from England. Good start, as I mentioned. Much better than what we saw earlier today, where they beat Portugal by 24 points to 5. He's the key, is Cracknell. But those passes there, they just don't seem to go to hand. And we'll get Johnny Cox's opinion on England in a moment, because they just seem like they've lost confidence. Don't know what happened last week at Twickenham, but their opening game here wasn't the clinical, superb rugby that we're so used to seeing. Now opting for the kick and chase break, spotting some space in behind, asking Rodwell to do the chasing, and he gets there himself too. 90 seconds gone in the match, or in the opening. Here's the first chance for Spain to get their hands on the ball. Not sure whether the kick was the right option, but it may come off for them. Hitting the post, and it's Canusa that takes it in. You might see the locks of number 2 there, Carlos Blanco for Spain. To a Spanish father, Maori mother. It's a dangerous mix. And I'll tell you that Maori is a New Zealander. And as I say, he's gone back to spend some time in Spain. This is Norton. Good awareness, Dan to Dan. It's Norton to Caprice. And this is much better from England. Classy play. Good start.
Well, there'll be some tired players out there. That passage of play from the kickoff went for the full 2 minutes. It was end-to-end stuff. Spain recovered well to get possession. I thought they did the right thing actually in kicking it, but they just needed it to go out. And then I think it was just pure weight of numbers, and England showing the ability to maintain continuity. Nice little pick up here. That's from the kick. Norton setting up that try, running wide. Little show, giving a nice early pass, we'll see on the inside from memory. And it's just a nice, simple try for Mr. Caprice.
Well, the defence from Spain, they were scattered, they were all over the park. And they could have scored earlier, but on that occasion, just opting to be patient. And now let's see what Spain can do. There's that kick again, the option, seeing that there is space in behind. And that's the difference between the top-tier teams and those coming through. I hate to call them the minnows, because there certainly won't be once it becomes an Olympic sport. But surely possession is everything.
Oh, absolutely, but I think one needs to know one's limitations, and Spain, you know, they are not really going to break down an England team from their own 22.
England now go wide, and it's Cracknell feeds Rodders, as they call him. Big, hard-working forward, James Rodwell. Gollings, Caprice, this time out to Norton. Certainly got pace as Norton, but been cut down beautifully by Porgi, man that was born in Argentina. Marcos Porgi, wears jersey 12 for the Spanish. This is good from the Spaniards. Down one side, now some pace, it becomes a foot race. He's going to have too much to get there, there's no doubt about that. Brilliant piece of work from Spain. They caught the English napping, and they've gone coast to coast. That is Juan Cano, the man that I mentioned in the intro, who was a late replacement. Juan Cano, the man from Madrid, the 26-year-old.
Well, it's just an excellent turnover from Spain, really. England decided to go on the outside. They got turned over. Spain put numbers into that breakdown. There's some lovely little interpassing. There's some really good speed there from Cano.
25 caps in the 15s, currently studying in France. This to tie it up. We're all locked up. And this is where it happened. Well, this is the last part of it. The tongue is out. Hope he's got a mouth guard in. And so, well, great decision from the coach to start him instead of Pedro Martin. Gosh, showed a great pair of heels as well, good pace. Let's get back to the live action. Here's Gollings from the kickoff. The restart possession for England. This is much better. This is the space that we're talking about. Caprice not back in his pace to go on the outside. Maybe that's the defence coming in from Carnosa. Now Gollings. That is the new man here. Burrell. Like what they're doing as well, spreading the two Dans, because they know they've got the pace. Norton set up the first. He could score the second on his own. He's got plenty of toe, has Norton, on the outside. See you later. It's the double D show. Firstly, Dan Caprice, now Dan Norton.
Well, some classic sevens there from England, using the width really well. They take it to one side, coast to coast, they come back the other way. And it really is the obligation of the defensive team to what they call shut the gate. And they left a gaping hole in the middle of the field for this man just to ghost through, little show and go. And he didn't need any further invitation. And it's amazing what pace can do for you on a rugby field when there's only 7 defenders in front of you.
23-year-old speedster from Bristol Rugby. Made his debut in Wellington in 2009 when England won the tournament. His 46th try. And the second top try scorer at Twickenham last week, scoring 8. This is much better from England. They look so good when they've got the two express pace, Norton and Caprice out wide, and the hard-working forwards in the middle. This could be the bit of enthusiasm and injection that England needs to get their campaign back on track to finish second. Nice kick-off, just hanging in the air, giving plenty of time. Fejo, Pablo Fejo goes one way, then the other, and he can't believe it, but there's open spaces. He's got players on the outside, and he's gone wide. This is Porgi. Porgi on Norton. Norton holds on, and he's just lost it forward. Oh, terrific play from Spain.
Oh, fantastic attacking move there from Spain from their own 10-metre line. Finding a tiny hole, a beautifully timed pass here out wide. And you can see Norton running him down, but he kept his legs moving in contact. He wouldn't be denied just as he's looking for the offload. Do you know what it is? It's a little boot there from Norton that just saw the ball pop out, but a knock-on nevertheless.
Yeah, terrific 7 minutes of rugby we've experienced in the first half. And England leading Spain by 5. It's 12-7.
That extra amount of effort, you'll get a lot of gain. If you just hold off a little bit, that breathing space, allow you to try and push up hard. Vale, ánimo, se puede, se puede.
Well, just a few comments there from Ben Ryan. He's trying to emphasise they need to just be a little bit more heads up in their defence. That last break by Feiju from the Spanish 22 was a direct result of England jumping out of the line and leaving a nice hole for the little speedster playmaker to move through. So Ben Ryan asking his team to be a touch more aware in their defensive assignments.
Well, we're here at the Emirates Airlines Edinburgh Sevens. Look at that. Beautiful skyline.
Almost tropical.
Well, tropical, yeah. I was going to say it's wait 2 minutes, it'll be raining.
Better get the sunscreen on soon.
2 tries to 1, England leading. And this is the second of 3 games for both teams in their pool, Wales and Portugal. So England in the white shirts, the traditional white shirts. Spain in the red. Blanco clears it wide. Lavino. This is Heredia. Lovely inside pass, and what a start from Spain. Have they got enough pace to get on the outside of Gollings? No, they haven't, but popped up beautifully. Was that man taken out? Advantage being played, and Spain might score their second, and they will. In the corner, Matthias Tudela, the man born in Valencia, the 26-year-old, and he's currently training to become a firefighter.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is just an amazing try. Length of the field from the kickoff, just used the width beautifully. Lovely interchange on the inside here. I thought he may have the pace, but Gollings did really well to track back. This is where the player is taken without the ball, without Rodwell. I'll be interested to see what the sanction is. Perhaps there'll be a penalty on halfway after this. And then a really good finish there from Tudela.
He did really well to make sure that he kept his feet in too. This is the most impressive part. Watch this. Body goes down, keep the feet inside the field of play. Here's the kick.
Yikes.
We'll move right along. What a strike back from Spain, though. Conceding points late in the first half, and then just the breakout.
Little surprised that Spain didn't get a penalty on halfway to restart the game after that high shot.
Yeah, I think it would have been the advantage of a penalty, but they'd rather have the 5 points than the penalty. 10 metres back, that's not going to travel the required 10 metres.
10 metres.
So, England rattled at this stage. They need to just stay patient. Plenty of time in this game. 5 minutes can seem like a marathon in 7-a-side rugby. So they just organise the troops now, sending the support out one way and the others. Rodwell out to the left, Gollings to the right, and that's where they go. Gollings, this is Caprice. Gollings on the loop, going through the gap using Cracknell, coming in on the dummy run, not required. Burrell. Nice wide pass from break. Out to Rodwell, who's been there from the start. Now the loop, this is the new legs that have come on from Royale. He's quick.
Good defence there from Spain, tracking really well, both width of the field, showing confidence in each other, confidence in the inside man. That's what you need. Communication, working together, and at the appropriate time, making a scything tackle.
We're locked up 12 all in this game. Possession and turnover, crucial turnover for Spain as well. This is Caprice, scored 1 in the first half. Think he's going to open his account in the second. Just got on the outside, and he's just got too much pace. You can't coach that. There's no manual in the world that tells a player what to do in that situation. He's a thoroughbred, isn't he?
Yeah, no, it's a very nice score, but and obviously has a very nice choice of footwear as well. But really, it's the turnover here at the line out that led Spain down. Ben Gollings does well, moves it. It's a nice early pass, and he just has too much gas.
Got on the outside of the defender. Hit Martin Heredia. There he is, the man grasping it, fresh air. No chance with Caprice. So it's the Dan show, 2 to Caprice, 1 to Norton. And England regain the lead. Conversion unsuccessful at 17-12. Well, it just goes to show the quality of sevens nowadays. This is not a bad Spanish side. They're gaining confidence. They certainly got some credibility in Twickenham last week. And just look at the way that they're more patient now. Not, well, that's a miracle ball. That's the gimme. Thrown by Blanco. England now looking to try and get 4 tries. Cracknell just needs to be patient here, just set the target, and that's what he does inside the Spanish 22. Burrell, this is Royale. Burrell, Royale, good combination, and Caprice comes in just short by a metre or two. They should score here, England. Burrell opened the account, referee in a good position.
Some good sevens rugby there from England. Perhaps just getting a little bit of white line fever there when it wasn't required. I think that they'd shifted 2 passes. It was anyone dinking off their right foot and was probably going to dot it down.
Oliver Lindsay-Haig coming on in jersey number 9. And what a replacement to bring on. The bench for England, well, it's full of class. When you bring on guys like Turner, Lindsay-Haig, Royale. The man on debut is Richard Carpenter, that we might see a little bit later in the piece. So Lindsay-Haig hassled there at the breakdown. Gollings, 70th tournament, and try number 219 in his career.
Nice try from Ben Gollings there. It was messy ball, but often messy ball can be to your advantage because you have a broken defensive line. He's just seen a hint of a gap, really put the pedal down. Well done from Lindsay-Haig. He's just come on, that's not easy to handle. Just puts it down. Attempted tap tackle. I think he might have caught his ankle underneath that other stumbling player as well, which is where the problem lies.
Yeah, I think it was Blanco, the number 2 for Spain, coming across. That's where it hurts. Those stingers, when you're actually running and you clip your foot on your other foot. If I'm explaining that correctly, you can see him not prepared to take the conversion. Top point scorer of all times, 2,628 ahead of that try. Look at this, he clips it. That's where it may be, actually, just his knee in the ground. Oh, they're not going to risk it. Final seconds of the game. Well and truly, England have succeeded in this. They beat Portugal 24-5 earlier today. A similar scoreline here with 22 points to 12 against the spirited Spanish side. And the crowd certainly have been treated to some wonderful sevens from both teams. Heredia, this is a new man on the field. Carrion. Ignacio Martin, he scored a try earlier today against Wales. Well, that could be the last movement of the game.
Yeah, not what you'd call a convincing performance from England, and there have been Gollings on the sideline just resting that leg injury. But all full credit to Spain. I think they played very, very well, both in attack and defence.
The gap certainly is getting closer between the second-tier teams and the traditional favourites. All of the tournaments, the round too quick on that occasion.
Last time was close enough.
According to David Keane, and so England probably won't try anything fancy here. They know that they've got the big clash against Wales yet to come. Save petrol for that, and that's exactly what they've done. Norton kicks it out into the crowd. Marcus Watson kicks it out. And after 14 minutes, 4 tries to 2, England have beaten Spain by 22-12.